right, y'all, we're gonna check and see where we are with this alien stuff, because one of the predictions that I made for first quarter 2025, or that I heard, was that we were getting something unmistakable with the aliens, potentially something with larger ships, which, I mean, I feel like we've gotten something with some sinks around that, but nothing nothing like I would hope, right? And I just want to see where we are. But there's another one, okay. Where we are, if I'm wrong about the timelines, I got a wrong prediction, well, like, what the heck? Because we're gonna review the predictions made for first quarter 2025 before moving on. Because like I said, if, like, I'm not chasing the alien stuff, okay, that's a no. I'm not chasing the alien stuff indefinitely. I'll just be wrong the one time. I'll keep getting out the supposed history of the glowing whites because that's interesting to me. And then if anything ever happens, I don't need to be the one predicting it, right? Well, potentially we might still see a manifestation. I don't know. Let's see. 8 of coins, well, we're working on something. Knight of cups. Something is working on being presented. The magician, a manifestation of something. 9 of wands, and so you knew, I was about to say, I feel a blockage. I feel a blockage, or like, because the 9 of wands isn't necessarily a total obstruction, but it's just like, it's not the best energy, right? But that could be, if that's not an obstruction, if that's not an obstruction to what this is, what this means is we are working on a manifestation for those who are long suffering. Like, you know, because if you, like, people who are older than me, right, who have been following the disclosure, the alien stuff since I don't know, we still, because my parents were my parents' grandparents still alive, or one of them still alive. They were alive back during Roswell and all of that. So technically, I mean, like, yeah, we have people who could have been following it. And of course, like, that's just how things have been manifesting contemporarily with a certain strain of things in America. But the phenomenon, like, all of that stuff, all of the, you know, high strangeness beings and all of that has been going on forever. And every so often within history, we get these periods where we get, like, more manifestations. But pretty much anything besides, like, that, everything about, like, there was a time when beings walked among us, that is kind of like a myth, fable, folklore, or it's a conspiracy theory. So if you're a long-suffering person, if you're someone who's been, you feel like you're in the 9 of wands with the alien stuff, with disclosure, it's sort of like, it's all fake, like, no, it's all, everybody's a liar, or everybody's deceived, or blah, blah, blah. Like, it's sort of like, that could be what that means. And so we're going to go around again. So I'm going to keep these 3 separate. 8 of coins. Thank you. We have cat manifestations for you, okay? Those are beings, those are non-human beings, but not the ones that you want. Not the ones that you want. But, like, we're gonna, unless I see otherwise with that 9 of wands, we're gonna take this 8 of coins, Knight of cups, and the magician is kind of more like, we're working, we're cooking, let us cook, okay? Somebody's cooking. It could be the being, could be somebody else. But they're cooking on something, and they're either, like, kind of beat up, or, like, there's a problem, or this is all us out here going, I doubt. I doubt it. I don't know about y'all, but I doubt everything. Even though I'm the one, like, I don't know, maybe, like, nobody else is like that with experiences and being an experiencer. But even though I've been, like, having that my whole life, I'm just like, I don't know. It could be epilepsy, girl, non-gender girl. It could be. So, like, we're just, like I said, I'll say what I'm going to say and we'll see what happens. But I am in no way going to be that, well, it's going to be like next year. It's like, that's all right. That's all right. Like, I'll watch how things unfold, but we'll just tap out, okay? So 8 of Coins, the Fool. It's not foolish work. It's more like somebody's working on something in order for there to be like a clean slate or something like that. It's like we want there to be a clean slate. We want there, that's almost like trust. We want there to be like trust and like for people to be feeling good about something. The Star, Knight of Cups, this is, I'm going to go ahead and call like whatever this Knight of Cups, the Star is, like I feel like because it's a white horse, I feel like that's like glowing white energy, something in the stars, working on something like in the stars, or that's talking about a high level messenger. But that sort of Knight of Cups, the Star, is giving, because I know this person is in QAnon, but just because somebody's in QAnon doesn't mean they're not getting true stuff about beings like within the realm that they do. There are real experiencers in QAnon, despite all the other stuff going on over there. But this is giving very like when they had, that person had that prediction about some sort of angelic like race of beings, like I could see the Knight of Cups and the Star sort of fitting that energy. So what is the Magician is a manifestation. The 2 of Cups, so this is something, there's some sort of something attempting to be manifested here, someone or something doing some sort of work for there to be something going on here, something positive, something that's like an acknowledgement. That's what that all means. And then this 9 of Wands. 3 of Wands, that's like, we're waiting. It's like, to me, I'm just getting like this, like I'm getting the story. It's like, whatever is going on over here, whatever this manifestation is, it's not something that like we would be seeing. We're all over here going like, okay, but where? And we've been waiting a long time and we've been through a lot, and like we're waiting for the ships, right? Because this is the not the cat duties, but look, we manifested cat duties as well. Because the cliche thing to say about this card is your ships are going to come in, or you're waiting for your ships to come in. So that all tracks. So, all right, I want to look at what this Magician 2 of Cups is, because that would be what the manifestation is. Like, what is bringing us closer together? So this is actually less dismal than I thought it was going to be, because I have stinky energy on this, just to let y'all know. They're saying, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Well, I feel like I can't be blamed for that. Ooh. This is saying that something's going to be given. 6 of Coins, 6 of Swords, the Emperor. Yeah, this is something given to like a number of people. Something tangible distributed to a number of people. Yeah. Ace of Coins on this 6 of Swords from the Emperor. I don't know who that Emperor is. Let's see. They could be talking about someone within glowing white hierarchy. I'm here to know. The Ace of Cups, the Emperor, I was going to say this could potentially be a religious figure, but it also could just be someone of authority offering something in peace. So can you tell me something more about who this Emperor is? Because coming out of the sky, that could still, well, something could be offered to like a person of high authority. Now, you know, I was gonna say this, but I kind of didn't, because The Hierophant wasn't here. But when I got the Emperor, Ace of Cups, like when I'm saying like a religious figure, it could be the Pope, right? And then I have, like when I asked it to tell me more about who this person might be, I got the Page of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Five of Wands. This is somebody fighting for their life. And the Pope is kind of going through it right now. And here's the thing. Something else that I mentioned, right, was that one of the larger synchronicities for first quarter 2025 was that there was going to be like potentially a death. But the thing is, the death was like, it was coming across as an attack or something like that. No matter how it looked, even if it looked like an accident or an illness or something like that, like it was planned. And that this person, if it was going to happen, that this person was important enough that their funeral would be televised. And the person, the person who organized the attack or whatever would be at the funeral. Like you would see the person, like you wouldn't know who it was, but it's somebody who would be there offering their condolences. And the thing is, the only person I could possibly think of who has the potentiality to pass that is also associated with the glowing whites, if you've been listening to the glowing white reads, they are all over Catholicism, okay, girl, non-gender girl. So it would make sense to me if this was referring to the Pope. I do not like declaring a specific person like that though, because it is not necessarily the Pope, okay? It could just be someone of importance who is currently like fighting some sort of battle, if we want to get like less specific. So can you tell me how this person would be assisting with the thing about aliens? I might not tell me, it's a secret, girl. I don't know if something's gonna come out like through the church. It's something about we got death on the Three of Swords, girl. Is something, and then like I said, this was a plot, right? Seven of Swords, death. I don't know. Like I feel when I start making calls about people at high levels, it's very conspiracy theory territory. So apologies if the speculation is offensive. But I don't see how this has to do strength. It's like something about this person like fighting death or something like that. I don't understand what this has to do with alien. Okay, I see all this, girl. I see all this. What does everything that I just said have to do with aliens and something unmistakable with aliens potentially happening first quarter 2025? It could be that the death itself, like that has to happen before the other thing happens. And so, you know, we can make kind of a guess about people, but, you know, when somebody passes, is kind of not really up to us. And again, it might not be the Pope. I'm just saying it tracks for glowing white energy. All right, what does this have to do with the aliens? Well, there is something that is being held back because of what I'm talking about. Nine of Cups, Eight of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like there is somebody or something creating an obstruction to whatever it is I'm talking about. It's like there's somebody hiding something from somebody else. Eight of Swords, the Hierophant. It's like, what you want, I'm hiding it. I'm hiding it and then potentially like giving it up. It's like, I don't know how much this is gonna be though. It's like there's something going on right here. Nine of Cups, Ten of Wands, Eight of Swords, the Hermit. It's like something you want, like blocking or working hard for it, looking for something you can't see, And then this King of Swords, it's sort of like, here is the evidence. And this King of Swords has it. Like the King of Swords is this hermit. There's somebody here. Like I said, there's somebody here. The very beginning of the read, there is somebody here doing work. Whoever the one doing the work is the King of Swords. They are the ones looking for something. I have no idea how that is fucking related to the Pope, girl. All right, can you tell me what this King of Swords is going to find? Because that might be the thing that like gets given to someone or given to people. It's like someone's gonna find something and then like give it. But right now it's like somebody's working on it. All right, what they're going to find, whatever it is that they find, it's like they're going to share it with the world. I don't know what this is what it is. It's like this was almost giving like they're going to be like, whoa, it's like I'm going to see a lot of stuff, or it's like I'm going to find something on a computer, or it's like I'm going to open up like a particular area and there's like all this shit in here. Oh, look at this. And this is like the King of Swords is going to be like, here you go. What happens after the Seven of Cups is the Chariot, the Six of Wands, and the World. That's like sharing, that's like hurrying up to make something public, like to the world, like sharing something with the world. That's what that like giving of something is. And it coincides, it's like circling around, if I'm right about the Pope, girl, non-gender girl, it's coinciding with the Pope's health issues. And it might not be that the two are necessarily completely tied together. It's just like, that's the synchronicity. Like that's the timeline. Like whoever is finding something, I don't know who that person is or where they are. Or they are directly related and somebody's finding something at the Vatican. I don't know. But let's see this Seven of Cups. What is it? It's secret information, girl. High Priestess, Queen of Swords. I'm going to pull again, but it's just like secret information. Somebody's going to tell them something. Somebody could tell somebody something, like, it's like some sort of information maybe can only come out after somebody dies. Isn't there some kind of conspiracy that this Pope is going to be like the last Pope for some reason? All right, the Seven of Cups is the Five of Coins, the Hanged Man, and the Ten of Cups. This is just saying it's, and it might be related to the church, but this is like something that like somebody doesn't know, because these people are outside of the church. The people outside of the church don't know, like they don't like the illumination is inside of the church. The illumination is inside the church. These people are outside. And now I know what it is, and sorry, y'all. And now I know what it is, and so I'm going to potentially make that public. I'm gonna go around one more time on that because I feel like I might be stretching, girl. Justice. I don't know, like I'm telling you, that's probably people who don't know information or don't have the thing. You don't have this thing, I'm giving you this thing, because these are people who are in the Five of Pentacles, and we had like the Six of Pentacles earlier. Eight of Cups on this Hanged Man. I don't know, we have the Four of Pentacles on this Ten of Cups. I don't know if it's just going to stay secret or if this is meaning that like somebody's, well, we were saying like it's going to be like made public. That's what it seemed like. The Empress, that could be something about something that people haven't been told about, like Mary or like Marian apparitions, because when you hear me talk about like the Solar Empress and like the High Lady and shit like that, it sounds very Marian, but like there is a distinction to be made there that like the glowing whites and all of that stuff and like the solar empress, the Virgin Mary, actually I'll say that right now. The apparitions of the Virgin Mary aren't apparitions of like aliens. That's something completely separate. So when like people are saying that like the Virgin Mary is an alien, like that's not true. It's potentially, when they're saying it's the phenomena, it is the same mechanism that is allowing that to manifest, but it's not the same thing. Okay, because like there's confusion with like Mary and all that. But the thing is, if you are listening to this now, you're gonna have no frame of reference for what I'm about to say. If you haven't also listened to like the glowing white readings, the solar empress, there have been 2 solar empress for real life, like purportedly, according to me, okay? 2 actual solar empresses, not aliens, like human beings, because that's like part of the like consensual breeding program or whatever, is to generate the solar empress and the solar emperor. We have had 2 solar empresses within like humanity, within the context that we have recorded at this point in time. But they haven't been, like, they've only been like versions of the solar empress. It hasn't been like, neither of them that we've gotten have been like the ultimate manifestation of it, because what you ultimately want is the solar empress and the solar emperor together and having a child between them. That's what you want. And the solar empress has to come first, and then they have to pick the solar emperor. Like the solar empress makes the solar emperor. Okay, that's how it goes to get like the mega happy ending. We have had 2 solar empresses that like we had kind of like an ultimate good one and then like kind of a bad one, okay? And I'm gonna explain why. Like the good one, the best one that we've had was whoever like the Virgin Mary actually was, because like I don't know who that person really is, but there really was somebody, okay? That person was like the most good solar empress that we had. However, like the way that she worked, like the version of like the closest thing that we got to a solar emperor then was whoever the real person, like because there's like a lot of myths that get like just attributed to like Jesus, but that's like a common like myth cycle. But there really was a Jesus, okay? There really was one. And for whatever that person actually did, which was special, that Jesus, that person was kind of the closest thing that we've come to like a good solar emperor. But the reason why it like didn't ultimately like fit like the ultimate good thing is because that solar emperor was the solar empress's child. And that's not ultimately what you want, but for some reason it just happened to happen, like it had to happen that way, or it was the only way that it could have happened at that time. And then after that, we had one other solar empress that was kind of negative. Even though for the people who had this, so which like this person's on record, like this person actually existed, we know, okay? The only other solar empress that has ever lived on Earth is Queen Elizabeth, like the one who had like John Dee and everything else. She was a solar empress, but she, even though like her reign was really like powerful for the British Empire, that is a negative version of the solar empress, obviously, because that involves like a lot of conquest and everything else. So there is something secret. We could be getting some kind of information potentially, if I'm right, about the Mary or Marian apparitions, or something potentially like about alien beings and Mary. Like, I don't know. Some sort of Marian mystery, or that even could be like Mary Magdalene, like if it has to do with the church. I'm not sure. It's like I'm getting very Da Vinci Code with y'all right now. Something else can come out about that. So let me go ahead and pull the cards. This is like in a tomb. Girl, this has got to be something about Mary or like what I've been talking about, because I've got the Four of Swords, Temperance, and the Queen of Pentacles. This is like something buried or something in a tomb or something in like a secret place or something in a church. Like we got angels, we got like, it's something with that. So, I mean, it tracks that maybe the Pope's involved, girl. I don't know. But I'll put like on us, we're waiting. Well, we're waiting. Like, I'll pull it, girl. Oop, Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. And then I'll pull us a final advice. I'm going to put everything back and I'm going to shuffle and I'll get us a final advice outcome, because this is actually not as unfortunate of an update as I was thinking. But I mean, I don't know. But it seems this is more like information than like bigger ships. But I mean, like I said, we might get some flap activity or something like that around potentially. If it's the Pope, okay, let's just go ahead and say if it's the Pope. Right before he dies or after he dies, we might get more like weird UFO activity or something like that. Or if it's someone else entirely, right? We might get a bump in potential activity before whoever it is. Because that's just been something that's been coming up, that there's some death or whatever. All right. We have... This is just like waiting. The King of Cups, the Moon, and the Two of Wands is just like, we're all waiting. We're looking into our cups. We're trying to divine what is happening in the world. And we just don't know. So that's nothing. I'll pull one more row and then I'll put it back and we'll close the read, because, I mean, I can't force anything to, we're waiting. Give it to us. King of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Oh, that's like hidden. Like I said, there's something going on. Like there's some sort of hidden activity. We're not seeing the work that's going on right now. I'm not saying we're not seeing it because it's like aliens or whatever. I'm just saying we're not privy. Whoever is the person trying to track down this information or getting the information somehow, we're not seeing what that person's doing. And whenever I've been seeing like the person who is getting something, that's always been like a king or a hermit. And then the information that is coming out about whatever it is, that has been looking like empresses and queens. I knew I was going to get a queen. And then we have a Queen of Wands on this Two of Wands. So I knew I was about to pull another queen. Page of Wands. I mean, that could be news. This could be getting some sort of news besides like looking. Some sort of world thing that would be like the internet if it's anything. So I don't know, but we're gonna put everything back and we're gonna get final advice outcome. And I also heard words of encouragement. We'll get some words of encouragement. All right, final advice outcome. I want to go ahead and say, I know this is weird. I always feel weird talking about myself in readings, but sometimes I do feel like it's referencing me. This is sort of like, I just need to stand solid in like what I'm saying and quit being such a bitch about it. But I'm just like, girl, I never think you should be like completely convinced of your own shit. I think like it's better to be brave and just put it out there, and then if you're wrong, just say like, look, I was wrong, okay? And we'll see what's up, and like if it's pointless to say stuff, then we'll just say that. But this just seems like it's like, would you stay strong in like what it is that you're receiving? That's what that seems like. And then I had this High Priestess that I also pulled on because it was just like, I didn't know if that was reinforcing the Queen of Cups, but I think this is reinforcing something about Marian apparitions, or like the High Lady, or like the Empress, or like the Virgin Mary, or something like that. The High Priestess. It's like we're giving you something. That's what that seems like. And probably I'm saying like, this could potentially be me, but like I'm telling you, whenever it's an actual, like, when it's actual beings, it's never just one person talking about it. It is never, like, so I'm saying it's me because I'm giving the read. It's like, and I'm the one who's being a doubting Thomas right now. I feel like for good cause, okay? But this would be like, stay strong in like what other, if you listen to other people, which is a good idea, looking at trends in people who are purporting to give messages about beings or from beings. I think it's always a better idea to look at what a number of people are saying and see like who's saying the same things that are like who don't know each other. I think that's way more interesting. So that's, if you're doing that, I think that's a good idea. And then sort of like, trust in general the trends, because not everybody's like, that's another thing, not everybody's lying, not everybody's full of shit. Like, people might get stuff wrong, but there's like, unless you really have some sort of like, I don't know, deal like with the CIA or with the government or like whatever to put out this sort of like paid for information, that's not who everybody is. So I would say, if you have your sources, right, who look like regular freaking people to you, then I would say trust what you're hearing from them. That even, like, whatever, I'll take my own advice and we'll stay strong in what we're receiving. And now the words of encouragement. This is words of encouragement. Oh, something's going to be given. There's going to be something like... How is this words of encouragement? Let me look at the, well, like I'm saying, we're going from the 5 of coins to the 6 of coins. Something is going to be given to you that you don't have. And then we're ending with this 8 of cups and the moon. To me, I don't know if that's words of encouragement. I'll pull two more on, like I'll pull one on the 8 of cups and the moon. What this seems like though is like, and the call was, right, or at least my call, my prediction was, we're going to get something that is unmistakably about aliens. It's unmistakably about that. But what it seems like is that whenever like people are given this thing, it's like potentially we're going to be entering a new phase. Like we're going to leave one thing behind. And it's like entering a whole nother, it's like we're going to get some kind of definitive thing, but it's almost sort of like we're getting it, and then we're moving on into like, it's like, okay, but now we got all these other questions. Like, that's what it seems like. So I would guess the encouragement would be, yes, you're going to get something concrete, but don't be surprised if and when you get this, that like, it's going to be a departure from one set of mysteries or one set of questions into an entirely other set of mysteries or other set of questions about what we get. But it doesn't seem like bullshit is what I'm saying. Whoa. The devil girl. On this 8 of cups. Leaving the devil? The moon and the Ace of Cups. I don't know, that might be something that's like, I said, it's like leaving something, it's like something that's been guarded or some crap like that, or like the thing that has been held back, it's like not supposed to have been. Or this is like, this could be like occulted, well, it would be occulted information because it's hidden from you now. But we could be getting some sort of occult information. Or information that's somehow tied to concepts of like, we could be talking about the Jack, concepts that would be tied to like pagan stuff or Pan, or concepts of the devil, Satan, or Lucifer. But we would be leaving that. Queen of Wands, girl. I don't know. I don't know. This one I don't know about. Potentially there's going to be some kind of drama over that, though. We're going to watch some sort of maybe international drama play out. Something's going to be given publicly. It's like something that's occulted is going to potentially be coming out onto the world stage. And I don't know how people are going to feel about it. Because if it's coming from the church and it's involving entities and I have the devil here. Oh, girl, this could be some sort of information about like, this could be some kind of apology about like the Inquisition or like witch trials or something. Something like we're not doing this anymore, like leaving behind certain attitudes about like entities or some shit like that. Like somebody could come out and say like, we have evidence of beings potentially or some shit like that. And it's not demonic, like it's not the devil. And there are people like there are people like women or whatever who understood these things and we tortured them or we burned them. It doesn't have to be, because there were men who were witches as well who went through all that. It could be information about like witch trials or some shit. And it's sort of like we're leaving this behind. But I don't understand what this is. I don't know. I feel like that's wild, but I don't know. We could be getting something like that. Something like that. Can you give me more information about this moon, Ace of Cups, Six of Wands? That it just seems like something hidden coming out. And then we're really going to go because I'll sit here and explore this all day. Very interested in the topic, of course. The moon. This is just something that people are trying, like, it's like there's like this information has been trying to come out or something, and there's like been like a cover-up, or people have been fighting against this information being released, right? And people have just been waiting a long time for it to get released. We're starting to repeat ourselves again. And so, one more. Yeah, I don't know. It's some sort of information going on Gender Girl. Hopefully we do get it. But we'll check. We'll check and see at the end of the month if nothing happens.